Where's that at?
Hello guys, welcome back to the crew 2. We are still doing the pictures. Yeah, this time I'm not gonna drive around too much. I'm just gonna show you the pictures in the last category in photo album for off-road, and that is wildlife. Because yeah, those things are you can find all over the place and they run away and it takes a while. If I do that on a video, we tried it, it was more than an hour before we found all 7 of them. So I'm just going to go over them. This one is Bear With Me. Is a bear. It's probably the easiest to find. You find them in different areas in the woods. That's sort of how it looks like in this game. The next one is crocodile or alligator. Also that not that hard to find in the mangroves in the Everglades in Miami. You will find yeah, I actually have both in the picture here. You have the alligator and then on top of there you have the flamingos, which you also need for later. Antler, spot a stag, my dear. That is some deer or a stag or whatever it is that you come across in the also that one not that hard to find. Look out for wild ox. That's a bit harder to find. I have 3 of them here in Central Woods. We found them. Also, my friend Linda has found them in Central Woods, so that's probably gonna be your best shot at finding them. Dances with wolves. Yeah, here you need to play around a little bit with the filter. If you spot a wolf, just take the picture and then you change the weather as I showed in previous of these videos. You can change the weather into snowy or snowing, and both of them will count because you need a wolf and it needs to be in the snow. The flight of the condor is also a bit of a problem. You see a lot of birds flying, but some of them are eagles and albatross and whatever. But you need this condor thing. For instance, this picture is taken by moving the camera because I actually took a picture of another bird, which it popped up. I had it pinned and it popped up as a condor. And I zoom in and it turned out to be an eagle. But I moved the camera to the right and then in the distance somewhere, in the rain as you can see here, I saw this thing and I zoomed in there and that turned out to be the condor. Buffalo also here next to the railroad. Very often you will find these things next to the railroad. If you go in the forest next to railroads, you will find a lot of these animals. The coyote, yeah, that is how it looks like, and if you compare that with the wolf, there is not that much difference. But the difference is that this thing is pretty hard to find. It's kind of shy animal. It's usually hanging about in bushes, and for those familiar with Bigfoot and where you could find him in the crew 1, yeah, also in the crew 2 you can find him sort of on the same spot. Bigfoot is still walking about. If you just hang out here, don't drive too much, you will eventually get a coyote because it is hanging out there for sure. Also on the Niagara Falls, according to Linda, she has a coyote taken there. Pink, yeah, that is as clear as it gets. These are the mangroves, the swamp area, the Everglades again. That's where you will find the flamingos. And then the last one is a moose. Yeah, you can find also all over the place in the woods. So if you go over these animals, the coyote is probably coyote, the buffalo, and the wild ox are probably the 3 that are the hardest to find. These birds, yeah, see them fly around a lot, easy to spot. Wolves, not a problem if you know that you have to change the weather system into snow, and then it's all good to go. And then we have these 3 categories at 100%, resulting in 100% photo album for the off-road. So the only thing left to do here is the skills, and then everything will be done. I know you can do these races at 70% as well, but I want to have everything 100% before I actually do the switch in this case, and the same goes for the keys of the city in street. So next up are freestyle and pro racing. Also there photo albums with 3 different categories, but that will be for the next video. I will see you guys then, and bye for now.